Hi there, Sharon Yvette here. I am here to talk about makeup and show you what I do with my regular routine. So many people have asked me, well, what do you do with your makeup? It's pretty simple to me, but since I have the time, I'm going to share that with you today. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is do a primer. Okay, and it's just a spray primer, just like so. Mist it on there. Kind of pat your face, just like so. And then I'm going to use an eye cream. I don't care how old you are, everybody needs an eye cream. Pat a little bit on there. And just go in like so. Remember that eye area is the thinnest layer of skin, so that's where we're going to get the most wrinkles the fastest, okay? So it's very important to hydrate that. After I'm done with my little eye cream, then you go in with your moisturizer. One thing that you can do, you can cocktail your moisturizer with your sunscreen because, again, everybody needs sunscreen. Okay, at least an SPF of about a 30. So you pat that on there. Take the rest. And I really just get it in there. Okay. Once that's nice and hydrated, always take this around your neck, a little bit on the décolleté area. Okay. I know I'm very brave coming on here with a naked face, but hey, we all want to share our stories, right? And if I can help someone, fine. Now we're going to go with my tinted moisturizer. I like a tinted moisturizer because that way you're able to build it up if you want more coverage or just keep it nice and simple. This is a good in-between range. I like to use a brush like this. Put a couple pumps on there. I kind of start right around here. Chin, forehead. Alrighty, and then I start going in a circular motion. Just like so. Okay. And then you're just blending. Continue blending till it dissipates. Circular motions. You can wear a hairband or put clips in your hair. Okay. And that's starting to blend nicely. Then I want to go over my eye. Make everything pretty much the same. Alrighty. Go. Okay. Make sure that's done. Then we're gonna move on. Any areas that I think I might have gotten a little heavy, I use this little brush, blend it in a little bit in the hairline. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is my lips, because my lips are two colors. They are pink and brown. So to balance that out, I use a lip liner. And I just put it on like so. This one's called Vino. that I got from Sephora. It's one of my favorites, actually. And I'm really using it more like a primer. And it just evens out the tone on my lips. So that way I can take on any shade of color and have a little bit more balance. Okay. What I do is just go around the outlines of my lips. My lips are pretty full, so I just follow what God gives me, or gave me rather. And then I'm gonna use kind of like a neutral in between, kind of mauve-y, beigey, plum on my lips. And this is a stainer. Start right here. Okay. Oops. All right. When that's done, I come back in sometimes and I just kind of outline it a little bit more, especially when I'm using a more neutral color. There we go. Okay, these are all fun ways to kind of pump it up a little bit. Okay, and then smack those together. Let's see, it brings it out just a little bit more. Then I'm gonna go in here with a blush. I'm gonna go in with this color. This is from our collection that we have at LaModa. It's the Balm Makeup. That's the line that we carry. And this is a nice kind of plum. I like to go with more plum or neutral tones. Start right at the cheek area. I have really high cheekbones, so I just like to dust it on just to give me a little bit more life to my face, but not anything too crazy. Okay. All right. After that's done, then I like to do what I call a color wash. A color wash simply just means something on the eyes just to kind of boost them up. So I'm going to use this. This is like a kind of like a beigey taupe color, and I'm just going to put it on here like that. And then I'm going to come in with a brush like this and just go in here and blend and blend and blend. But that just kind of gives the eye a nice little pop of color without being too crazy. Okay. And guys, I am lash dependent. I love lashes. So the lashes that I have on, I don't have eyeliner or anything like that on, but the lashes that I have on, it's Ardell, and it's the double lashes. I love them because they're nice and wispy, and you can dress them up or dress them down. So I don't really have to do too much, or I feel like I don't have to do too much around my eyes, because when I'm wearing these, they open up my eyes a lot. So I'm just doing the same thing I did on the other eye. Okay, just like so. Blend, 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 blend. So this is my color wash for my eyes. Okay. Now I look to see if they're all okay. Kind of pump, pump. Then the next thing's gonna be my eyebrows. Okay, I have a little palette like this, and it's brown. And I use my angle brush. So you're gonna go in here, shake it off a little bit. And then I start right in the corner. Okay, and then you fade out. Corner, fade out. Top, a little stronger, and fade out. Okay, same thing over here. I dip, shake a little bit, and then I start right in the corner and fade out. So a little bit more pressure as you're starting, and then you just kind of fade out. I know brows are really in right now. I don't like mine too big and too painted on, but something soft. They're dark, but they're just not as full, so really just kind of filling them in is what basically I'm doing, just to make it look a little bit stronger. But by the same token, if you like a heavy brow, by all means, go ahead. To each his own. Okay, so just like so. I wax my eyebrows, so since we've been in the stay-at-home order, I haven't done them, so don't judge me on the brows. This is leftover from Lamoda. But hopefully we'll be back to work soon. Okay, so we have the color wash on the eyes, the brow, the cheek, we have lip color. Now, I like to kind of finish with a little bit of the shimmer powder or bronzer. Of course, mine is in the Golder. Can you see that? The Golder series. So I just take a one little brush, kind of shake it off a little bit, and just put a little bit here, a little bit under here, a little bit under here. And then I just kind of really rotate my brush around. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And that's pretty much my everyday look. I like to always go along my jawline and my neck to make sure everything is blended nicely, because you don't want to look like you have a mask on. Okay. And a lot of times when you're doing tinted moisturizers, when you put it on, you know, like as I did before I dotted on, it always looks a little bit tricky because it looks like this is not my color. And then you start blending and working it in, and it's fine. Okay. Now, if I wanted to do something a little bit more dramatic for evening, then I would go in and add a deeper lip, like something like this. It's the Vamp in the Kat Von D line. And I will just continue with what I have on, and I would go in here and just do a little bit like this. Kind of like the concept of a pencil. Okay. Same thing on the top. All right. Get the corners. And now I'm going to be bold and go a little bit more in. Okay, and then smack those together. But do you see how much deeper that is? Okay, for those of you who like a gloss or something like that, feel free. I'm not a glossy person, so I like a more matte finish, so I really like stainers, and that's usually what I tend to do. Okay. And there we go. And